where were we? That's right. We just got Uni's class upgraded, didn't we? Thankfully, there wasn't any more to that boss fight. Otherwise, we'd have been in trouble. Action that support your allies, such as applying buffs. Fuck. Okay. Right, we're on the Orion Trail. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to keep hunting down heroes. And I think currently, our best bet is the Cadencia region. Around here. Yes? No? Yes. This way! Never you draw. Ground Gemini Strike. Okay. I was thinking of ground beat. As opposed to an air beat. Okay, we should stand a decent enough chance against enemies here now with our current level. Or not, because we're only level 49, and I thought these guys were level 51. Okay. We just leave these guys alone. We focus only on you. We might be able to win. Okay, let's break. Then let's see if we can topple. Wait, we're actually doing okay. Oh my god. Have I been underestimating the freedom of this game's combat? Apparently. Oh, that's so nice.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Especially after coming from, like, Xenoblade 1, where stupid accuracy debuffs are a thing. Okay, wait. So let's try on you. But only you.
Concentrate your attack. I'll draw them. Appreciate it.
Anything more than that is definitely pushing our luck. Okay, so he's doing heavy damage. But we can win. I actually feel like we have a good chance. We're 8 levels behind. Uh-oh. Okay, let's hit him with Blaze. Okay, keep our auto attacks going and see if we can inflict break, then topple. Oh, Teach is getting taken down. There's break. No, if there's a time for topple, this is it. Noah, please do your job. Oh shit. We're in trouble. Okay, Uni's keeping us alive decently well. Those two fused, do some more damage. We can do this. I am shocked we're actually doing damage. Oh my god. You just took out a level 57 enemy. I could have never done that before. That's awesome. I do actually love that. Hello, Sauru. Hey, aren't you the guy who... Oh, I guess. What's up?
We want to know what you're doing here. That's what's up.
That's no good, friends. You're supposed to be taking down that monster. Oh, did I explain that to you already?
No, you'd scuttled off somewhere, so we had to get the deets from someone else.
Well, that's no good then, is it? If you waste time here, you're gonna lose.
We followed the tracks here, you numpty. We got more tracks here.
Oh, my. We better follow these then.
Good luck, friends. You best not hang about, or the captain will sail ahead.
We have some new names registered.
Alright. Oh, let's just not take off this monkey.
A formidable opponent.
It suggested level 46. 46. Oh! Oh!
That's gonna be a tough fight.
Yeah, let's not. Hey there, big guy.
Seems they won't listen
Oh
to
god.
reason.
Is it you? Okay, we can handle you. You're a couple levels behind us, but you are unique. Arc 4 Gogol. Nice. Every crit, we get a better damage increase. Alright, keep it up. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Burst is rare. Then let's go with Supreme Sword. I must get a big damage boost against launched enemies. Can we go with Chain Attack? Let's get it down to Enraged before we try that. Ah, Venom Cloud. Okay, let's take advantage of the Chain Attack now. Yeah, let's go with Tyrant Wave. Tie on. Excellent. Now, let's have No. Mio with Rank Squirt. And we'll have Noah going with Topple. Damn, that's some good damage. Art of Subjugation. Yo, this music rocks. I tried to say rocks and slaps at the same time. Almost said sucks. That's not true at all. Teach. Rank Splitter. Okay. Uni, if you don't mind, take Power Ring. And then Tyon can take us above and beyond with Sidewinder. I hope whistling like that doesn't mess with the recording. That would suck. Oh, that was some damage. Alright, guess we're going with this one. Let's see. Edge thrust. Then Uni with myopic screen for days. Overkill. Ooh, sorry, big guy. Not really, though. Let's see. Uppercut slash. That's even better. Gun or Boris order on the table. This should be fun. Sure. Who do we start with? Teach. Sure. And oh boy. Ooh. I am sorry, sir. Leaping Current. Give small attack boost to the area. Then, Power Ring for an even higher attack boost. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. Let's see. You know what? Glitter Stream. And here's the Ouroboros order. Now let's watch how high these numbers fly. 293,000. Okay, this one won't do jack. 25,000. Alright, Uni. Bunch of 90,000 plus hits. Yep, that's over 1 million damage. Nice.
Yes! Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now that was a bone cruncher, eh?
Where are the others? No sign. Right, let's leg it back to the Pharaonis.
Yeah. That buffoon's going to regret making fools of us.
So right back to the Pharaonis, huh? Where's our boat? There. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we can fast travel there just yet, so we might as well take the boat. Cascade Crossroads. I love this. Like, it was, like all Xenoblade games, it's a very slow and passive start. But the further you go, the more time you invest into it, the better it becomes. Because not only do you grow at the game's difficulty, but you also grow an appreciation for everything it does. Like its characters, its storytelling, all the quests, the sheer size and scope of the world you get to explore. How do I check my quest route? No. I will just head this way and assume I'm going the right direction. Down, move to cabin.
Do people have to make so much noise?
Oh! Well, that's handy. Level 50.
I definitely feel stronger.
Nice.
Let's be off.
Right, that should be the right shore there. Alright, off we go. So either we're going to beat the captain for the third time, or we're going to get our asses handed to us.
Is this like a rare thing?
The big lug still isn't here.
No, friends have come back before arrival of Captain. Have to say, Captain is not most punctual.
Oh, don't tell me we're pipped to the post again.
Captain is late. Is never good thing to make guests wait.
It was a piece of cake. Maybe we should have given you a handicap.
Winners of contest are honored guests.
Man of the Sea, Triton's Triple Challenge, Part 4.
What?
Huh?
The last challenge be a good old punch-up. The winner gets, what do I need?
7 points?
What he said. Good. Now, put 'em up.
Oh, this is taking the piss. It's called the Triple Challenge.
Yes, we agree for once. What happened to a man doesn't go back on his word?
Heh, you be right. He doesn't. But a man always wants more.
I don't think he's a sore loser. I think he just wants to keep
This
playing.
clod. What crud is he spouting now?
It's the same stuff he's been spouting from the start.
Ah, Lance!
Huh?
You better pay attention. Man of the Seas, sucker, punch!
Lance! You okay?
The hell,
Not
man?
an underhanded way to start a fight, arsehole.
Carelessness on the sea gets you killed. A man's gotta pay attention every second of every minute.
Sorry, Captain can't be stopped when he gets like this. Friends, watch out or get sucked into Captain Tornado.
A snuffing sucker punch. Now you're in for it. Playtime's over, matey.
How about you then?
Whoa.
Take you all out at once.
Defiant Triton. Focus on the little ones. Okay, we've got break on him. Topple. Daze. Prioritize burst, because we know that's possible somehow. Ooh, Uni took a nasty hit. Set up delays for some passive damage. Demolition, this should hurt. Sidewinder, more AoE. Okay, we've almost got one of them down. Nice. Where are we focusing? Orson. Where is he? He's here. I'm currently behind him. Oh, fuck. Took out two of us at once. Okay, keep your focus on his friends. Because if we can get taken out by him in one shot, we do not want any of the little guys around to prioritize on that. Oh, there's Daze. Oh god. They're dropping like flies. Yeah, that's two down. We're catching up. Okay. Crap, that's a lot of damage. Oh, don't take away our only other healer. Quite the sore loser this guy is, isn't he? Okay, Mio. Please tell me she's reviving Uni or something. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, it's fine. He's still got two healers in play. And this guy's aggro sucks. Yep, all of our healers are down. We're screwed. Fuck. Let's try that again. Oh. Well, that would help. Completely forgot about that. Also, some people are missing arts. And other stuff. This alone should give us the edge we need. Oh, shit. Okay, what will we put you in as? Flash Fencer lands. Actually, Full Metal Jaguar fits him kind of well.
So I gotta whack him. I can do that.
This one's gonna be turned the table.
I like that everyone here uses Knuckles. Ow! Why Why are you aggroed on me? Okay, that's your front, so this is your side. Then cancel into talent art. Then we'll inflict bleed on you. That's one down. Okay, good. Grip flustering enemy art. Reversal edge. Well, I can see that being useful. Oh, someone got hit with burst. I couldn't tell between the heaps of bodies. Okay, so keep an eye out for when they're using an art. Alright. That's Purgus. That's Purgus. I'm behind him, now I'm on this side. So we break him. Nice. Gonna take the fusion art, do more damage. Okay. And let's do it. Let's maximize our damage output for this one. Drops defense from the get-go. Ion, let's hit him with break so we can knock him down as soon as possible. Or he just doesn't get break. Alright. Teach. Rank splitter. I'm surprised we can't use talent arts during a chain attack. I guess that would be broken, wouldn't it? These things are too powerful. And we go with Brave Assault. Just an insane amount of damage. Actually... You know what? If he goes, ooh, that's gonna get plus 10 for being another attacker type. Lands. Fatal Barrage? Yeah, that almost doubled it. It would have been deadly. Let me go with Violent Flurry. Our health seems to be pretty good. Not too worried on that front. Crash Out. Now if we can get Uni or Mio for the next one, that'd be ideal. Alright. Ooh. Either or. Well. Yeah, aggro seems to be the problem for this fight, so this is the most helpful. Power Ring. For an attack boost. Fuck. Air Fang. Because tank plus Kavesi, yeah, okay, this will work. Then lands. So you have the highest value and you're insanely powerful. Fatal Barrage again. 76. Perfect. What'd she say? Well, we'll take it. Of course we'll take it. It's a fucking Ouroboros order. Teach. Rank splitter. Just for some health to everyone else. Everyone gets boosted. Now Mio. Don't we have? I was sure we had some debuff clearing skill, but I guess not. Let's go with Divine Protection. Set up for the future. Uni, myopic screen. And lands. Take it as far as you can. Fantastic work. 214%. 917% damage. That put him down below half. Looking good. And we still got the big one coming up. Nice. Upon this sword, I pledge my strength. Alright. Look around to the side, click break, which doesn't work because he's boss. Either that or he just moved at the last second. Then we go for talent art. Yeah, sorry, bud. I think you've lost. I like how they simplified the gems function in this game. It actually feels useful now. As opposed to Xenoblade 1, where it's like, if you're wearing purple pants on a Tuesday, increase attack by 2%. You know what I mean? Like, those were so specific. It was kind of cool in its own right, but also just made it really hard to make a consistently decent build. And I think we won. Yeah! Alright, you sore loser. Give it up.
So it's settled, right? We totally won this bloody thing.
Man, what a real mudder of a Mobius. Ugh, my aches have aches.
You've bested me. He ain't half strong.
It wasn't exactly one-on-one.
To be sure, I'd have beaten any one of ye in a fair fight. But I feel no ill will. Been a while since anyone knocked me down.
Well, I'm feeling all kinds of ill. He snuffing sucker punched me.
I have a question. If you're a Mobius, you could have transformed at any time, right? So, why didn't you do it?
Ah, young'un. Only thing I trust are these old bones and my own two fists. In a brawl, anything else kind of taints things. Besides, using anything else be no fun at all.
I feel that. I think.
So you're gonna get his class, huh?
I've been alive so long, I clean forgot how to transform.
Oh, for sparks, don't know why I asked.
By the by, wonder if I could ask you a favor.
Come on. Think it's a bit early in our relationship for that.
If I let this get away from me now, I might not remember again. I gave up thinking ahead long, long ago, see?
Well then, what is it that you need?
Ah, well, I want you to smash that big old shiny thing.
Flame clock.
That's your flame clock.
Mate, do you even have a clue what you're saying right now?
I've been waiting for this moment. For that thing to disappear, see?
Are you really sure?
Yeah, tear it down, says I. When I'm around to watch it happen.
Whoa! He looks cool.
Here we go.
Flame clock destroyed. Colony 15 liberated. And we have now pissed them off even further. Bye by me. In any case, I'm willing to bet this isn't the only colony.
I know it's a bit late to ask this, but are you sure this is okay?
Now, you boys and girls might not be understanding this. I've been a Mobius for a long time, seen and learned a lot about death. The thing with death is, it doesn't care about your feelings. It just comes when it wills. Now, I've seen people who lived short but full lives. People who cling to every last bit of life. people who are only too happy to die. I've encountered so many people, I've lost count. But good or bad, they die while I carry on.
But of course that's going to happen, with the way the world is.
If I'm going to accept things just because that's how they are, then maybe I've been living too long. Watching the way they lived, I ended up thinking, wondering what fun these people could get up to if they were free. Something fun. Maybe something stupid.
Fun?
Sure. I think about Dougie, best strong man I ever saw. Or Serena, nobody loved to see like her. Ghoul had no equal in battle. I knew all sorts of spirited folk, but no matter who they were, the flame clock would end up being their reason for living. I wanted to do something, but not even these boat hooks could put a dent in that blasted thing.
You mean you tried to do it as a Mobius?
Aye, but nothing came of it. That's when it really hit home that I was a Mobius. I couldn't destroy the flame clock, and after a while, I just gave up. Isn't that ironic?
That's kind of sad. Man, I do like this guy.
I thought you were just some giant without a thought in his head. Turns out there's a bit more to you.
You'll find that about pretty much everybody.
It be true. Getting the old noggin going is not a skill I possess. Around about the time I gave up thinking about that, I started hearing about you lot.
Sorry, I had to fix something.
About us?
Yep, some idiots going around beating up Mobius, smashing up flame clocks, things of that ilk. Need I explain any more? I knew you were the ones who could release my friends, trapped by that infernal clock.
Well, we did do that.
Of course.
Indeed. I suppose you could say that us destroying the flame clock set your friends free. But that doesn't mean that your friends would have got the same lease on life as Mobius.
You don't have come out with some trite Four Eyes.
Four Eyes? My name is Tyon.
I be talking about in here.
The heart? You mean like feelings?
That's right, girl. It doesn't
There we
change
go.
anybody's lifespan, but in that moment, it's the bonds between us all that changed.
But you're a consul. You're telling me something's changed between you and your underlings?
I think you know the answer, boy. We be equal now, not tied to each other by time, or who be above and who be below.
Equal?
Aye,
Interesting.
me and ye are equals. We've had a good brawl, and now there's no grudges.
So, what will you do now?
Good question.
Good question. I reckon I'll find the next big beastie and beat the snot out of it. Hope you got room, kiddies.
Huh?
Didn't really think I'd be fighting Mobius. But I'm a big boy. It'll be fine.
You mean...
Wait, he's coming with us?
Yep. I bet you feel all kinds of reassured.
I mean, you are pretty tough.
Wait.
He is good to have.
Did you forget we're Ouroboros?
And he's Mobius. You're gonna go against your own kind.
Too right. You could live 1,000 years and not get the chance to team up with Ouroboros and take a pop at Mobius. I may like an odd scrap with some toughens, but going on some idiot adventure with them sounds fun too.
What do you think?
He doesn't seem the type to have
This-
any ulterior motives.
This is just one piece.
There's one. I've a debt to pay, and I've decided I'll pay it now. Otherwise, ye softies will get knocked down by the next breeze that comes along.
Hey, we're getting knocked down by a breeze. You're getting taken out by a fart, old man.
Not because you're planning on punching us when our backs are turned.
No. When I've a problem with somebody, I be the sort to tackle it head on.
I mean, No, you definitely punched me when I wasn't looking.
Lost with your pesky details. Come on, this is a good deal.
He looks a little bit like Vandam.
All right.
Ooh.
You convinced me.
Don't think the people of Sword March are going to be happy with this.
You can't say you hate him after listening to all that.
That's true. Okay. You're on the team, Triton.
Glad that didn't take long. I like a good snappy decision, so I do.
But if you put 1 foot wrong, we're kicking you out faster than you can say Ouroboros.
Good. He can hardly say it anyways.
I shan't, Cross. Just you watch, boy.
Ah, fuck.
I got me own special power I can help you out with.
Oh yeah? I'll keep my expectations low.
Okay, what's his class? Yeah, it's a friend.
Minute? What happened to Flame Clock?
Oops. Guess I'd better relay the tale to my men.
Uh-oh.
Oh, one last thing.
Huh? What is it now?
I got feelings deep as the sea, which I like to pound into some tough enemies. Now I want to fight forever, but when I became a Mobius, that's when I realized that one human life would always have felt too short. I've lived my life in fear, worried that it was too short. But now, a quick scuffle with ye all has helped clear things up for me. I really felt alive.
I like this guy.
I be grateful. Thanks to ye, I can chart a new course.
Get out of here with all that, man.
Ha! You got it!
Now let's see the new class. Come on, baby. There it is.
I got some
New hero.
moves I want to show off.
New hero added, Soul Hacker. That does not sound like the class that would go to a big metalhead. Sounds like something from one of the Shin Megami Tensei games. Class Inheritor lands. Hey, a big guy gets to beat down some bigger guys. I can acquire arts and skills for you. What? Oh my god, it's one of these. Okay. Okay, so I think we found the one that breaks the game. Triton himself wields some unique arts and skills with various ways to raise his attack, making him an explosive attacker indeed. However, he's also mostly forgotten the various moves he's obtained over the years, leaving him only with those arts and skills that he used most regularly. Soul Hacker class cannot set master arts and skills. Instead, they possess a special ability that lets them acquire arts and skills by defeating unique monsters. Arts and skills can be further strengthened by meeting certain conditions. Check these conditions for the Soul Hack list access from the hero's menu with Y. Change their role using the role skill. Keep your party formation in mind and switch between different roles.
We have
as
some
needed.
new names registered.
Okay. So I'm guessing that's the one you want. Oh, okay, that's far down the list. Yeah, we're definitely missing a few.
So I gotta whack him. I can do that.
Unique monster gains skill or art. Height changes to attacker, giving high attack but low accuracy. Excellent balance of accuracy and evasion. Wow. Okay. So we need to start hunting unique monsters now. That's cool. Final countdown. Boost damage dealt for each Soul Hacker art or skill learned. Ooh. Dig. Draining Vacuum. Double Bite. But you can't have Master Arts? Damn. This is gonna be an interesting one. Okay, we'll mess around with it for a bit, since we already have lands on the attacker roll. Well, let's poke around for info. Not that this is a very big colony. No. Wow. This is insane. Look at all of these. Yep, okay. So this is the class that you're supposed to use to break the game. Got it. That is busted. I love it. But in the meantime, first off, I like it, Triton. I really do. But we're gonna need Teach. That is an insane class. Holy shit. I'm actually kind of interested. Like, I've never been the one to enjoy the full micromanaging class stuff, but honestly, I kind of like it. And what other classes are there that have unique powers? Okay, let's start checking out the Fornus region again. So we got... Whoa. Okay, apparently we got some shit that needs to be done here. But yeah, this day is going to be focused entirely on side quests and basically just finding heroes and building up stuff with colonies. Because that will really help us. Also, we're missing a lot of heroes. Denzel. So, we heard about the Nopon who went missing. Oh, you know about Bam Bam? Ah, that fuzzy-headed idiot hasn't been back. That doesn't sound good. The fluffball knows how busy we are at the Levness inspections and still decides to go wandering off. You have no idea where? Maybe Dorn would know, but who knows where he is. Who's Dorn? We're Bam Bam's friends. Nothing but trouble, that brat. Get the picture. If you find Dorn, then pass on a message for me. Stop slacking off work and bring Bam Bam back with you, or you'll get a clip round the ear.
So that's the state of affairs.
Set this one. Activate. Just let me take a quick drink for a sec. Alright, back. What was I talking about? Right, we were talking about hunting down classes and heroes because, like, it just sunk in again how powerful some of these little adventures are. It's like, it's goofy, it's silly, it's short, and it gives a fun story as well as fun rewards. That's what makes a good RPG. You doing? What? Oh yeah, that's me. Need something? Denzel has a message for you. Oh, right. One about the clip around the ear? No need to pay that any mind. He's always that way. Is Bam Bam not with you? Don't tell me Bam Bam's gone AWOL again. What do you mean again? Something of a regular occurrence. He's quick to bunk off. Well, not like I can talk. He's so open about it, though. I'm always telling him to be smarter about it. Perhaps we found the reason why your boss is always so angry. You're on ducks, aren't you? Don't just worry about a Nopon you've never met. Ugh, sorry. Yeah, but don't you want to make sure he ain't in trouble or anything? Little fella might have fallen off a cliff. Think about it. Yeah, you're right. And I'm his senior. Guess I should be looking out for him. Do you know where Bam Bam might go to hide from work? Even a guess? My guess would be Lin... I cannot read that. Lin Nidwer. Line Nidver. Line Nidver? I have no idea. LN. It's one of his favorite napping spots. Look, if you're going, I'll come too. Can't have you inconveniencing yourselves alone on his behalf. Alright. Pretty far south. Emir! Oh my god, I need to play God of War on stream sometime. I love that game. They call me Mimir, smartest man alive. And I know the answer to your every question. Alright, so there's a few gaps in my knowledge. Oh, I hope he shows up in Ragnarok too. Look, this is all heading towards a very unpleasant outcome. There's nothing else for it. I'll just have to accelerate my special research. First, we'll have to have the Tactician Squad, Purloin, Agni, and Levnis for me. So, where is this? Here, huh? Not too far out the way. Wonder how long that supply drop's been there. Do those respawn? I wonder. Oh my. Oh, I can just drop down here. Ow.
We've never been here before.
Whoa. Info.
Looks like a good rest spot.
Not flap wing any faster to escape scary Ignis than chasing little old me. It's no good to only flap wing like scaredy Ferris. Try craft gem and improve equipment, then fight back like Wolf. I wish there was a way to, like, set equipping and crafting gems as a as like a quest. Like, it'll point out various enemies. What was a game that did that? There's a bunch of, like, mass crafting games that let you point that stuff out. Bam Bam? He's surrounded! Oh no, 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 what do we do? What do we do? Is this how Colony 4 raises its soldiers? Oh, come on, team, let's solve everyone's problems. Let's save Bam Bam! Always time for a little rescue. Oh, this should be fun. You're only level 20. And that's one. You know what? I'm just going to put the controllers down and watch the bodies fly. So, come here often? Oh, come on. I get, like, no time. Alright. Thank to you, Ban Ban lived to skive another day. No need for thanks. Let's just get back to the colony as quick as we can, okay? Yeah, come on, Bam Bam. If you drag your feet, you'll get a whack from Dinsel. What Bam Bam care? Bam Bam do what Bam Bam want. Right now, Bam Bam famished. Had starved to die before we reach colony if not eat soon. Huh. Yeah, I hadn't eaten since this morning either. Shall we have a bit of a rest now? We flattened those monsters good, so we should have a bit of breathing space. If Tom is empty, then Manana your gal. Manana cooked beautiful meal. It's true. That make Bam Bam very pleased. I'm kind of bad for putting you out like this. Manana very obliged. Friends bring ardent ribs for use as greeting. Okay, we'll be back soon. There's some over there. I'll just grab some ribs. Rib.
The outcome is patently clear.
Stay alert.
Reiki from the side. It's interesting how, like, how power scales with level. Because, like, on the one hand, I probably wouldn't have done that well against this thing on my own. It's very strange to me.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
That's the thing about this type of RPG. Like, it approaches combat in just a unique enough way to completely overwrite the needs for levels.
The outcome is patently clear.
You know? Like, okay, once this is killed, I'll give you an example. Yeah, we need to fight unique enemies. I forgot about that. So, let's take a look.
Girl with the
Is it X? Yes. So take a look at these stats. So you have your health, you have your attack, healing power, dexterity. A lot of these are decided by class though. And some of the most important ones, physical defense and ether defense, are percentages, not actual values, as well as block and crit rate, respectively. So, in theory, if you have the right class equipment, like the right class, the right equipment, right accessories, gems, and the class rank, arts, skills, so on and so forth, all of this would still be the same. So your defensive stats would be pretty solid. And with enough boosts and proper planning, your offensive stats would be on par with high level 2. So, in theory, if you get the right late game items, you can build a setup for an early game that stands a good chance against pretty much all enemies. Excuse me a sec. But yeah, I learned this by watching some stuff about Torn of the Golden Country. Apparently, by like equipping Jin with the right gear and setting up a chain attack from the get-go with certain gems, you can take out like the strongest enemies in Torna in like under a minute with a level 1 party, and it's incredible. Apparently Jin is like particularly strong in that game because he not only has amazing passive buffs from his affinity tree, but also because his crit rate is absurd and his crit damage is even more insane. Let's see here, Arden Ribs. Little Arden, where are you? Where are the Arden? Just kill me now. There's one. Oh, I feel bad killing the dad of this group. But not bad enough. Man, this game. What I wouldn't give if this game had some of the quality of life from Ys 8. Ys 8 is one of the best designed RPGs ever made. It is nothing but convenient, fun, and a delight. Like, I've never felt miserable in that game. For, like, grinding or being lost. And it's just designed perfectly. It does exactly what an RPG should done, and what all RPGs should have done from the get-go. Like, honestly, if you want, like, a good yardstick for game UI and quality of life, Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. Absolutely. That game. That game. So good. So, friends make habit of stuff like this? What do you mean? Traveling everywhere for campings? Oh, not all the time, but yeah, pretty much. Sounds so cool. Vampim could get used to such degrees of freedom. Since when are you not free? Avoiding work, taking lazy afternoon naps? Doran, Joyride, and Levnis, so cast out 2-4 and... So cast out 2x4 and... What? So cast out 2x4 and Onai before searching for Puzzle Tree Wood and Eye of Bam Bam. I'm guessing that's like pot calling the kettle black. Hey, I don't care. Anyway, that colony's just too stiff, man. Bam Bam agree. Want to travel more in outside world. And yeah, traveling would be sweet. There's the two of us camping like this. Dinner is ready. Eat while hot. Yes, dinner time. It's delicious by smell alone. Let's eat, have a little rest, and then get back to the colony. Okay, we've been here a while now. Wait, where did those two blockheads go? They were there before we went to sleep. Those two will cause no end of trouble. Oh, got a call from Doran. Morning. Thanks for saving Bam Bam yesterday. Yeah, but where are you? Sorry, but we did a bit of thinking, and now Bam Bam and me are back in Colony 4. Well, at least you're okay. Why did you leave so suddenly, though? So there's something we have to explain, but we're in a bit of a pickle right now. Sorry to make you run around like this, but could you come back to Colony 4? We'll be waiting for you wherever. Hang up on you? I don't even want to know what those dingbats are on about now. Guess now we go back to Colony 4? Pretty much. Yeah, I need to re-examine the colonies too for more info and side quests. Particularly info. Very strange way to go about it, though. Well, where are Doran and Bam Bam? Queen's Crispy Fillets! Sorry. I don't know what's going on with me today. Here we go! Bam Bam is free! Oh god, they jacked Alevinus. Are those guys insane? What? Hey, get back here! Denzel, what? Those delinquent lugheads. Just when I thought they'd come crawling back, they jump at Alevinus and fly off. What, now they've both gone? I'm lost. Somebody take me home. What now? You're going to haul them back? Those pampered, ungrateful brats? Ha! They're so set on dying in the wilderness, they have my blessing. Fuck, dude, that's a bit harsh. I don't think they're going to die in the wilderness or anything, but it's hard not to be concerned. Not safe out there. See if we can convince them to come back.
So that's the state of affairs.
Well, it's only a couple 100 meters. We'll be fine. Also, I realized building up affinity with colonies would be nice, because we can get some boost to like run speed, item gathering range.
Huh? Is that?
Chances of these guys. Shiny Hunter. I still can't believe that that's a thing. Spirit Clematis. Hey, there you are. We wait for you. Are you joking? You just zoomed right past us. We're free now. We're gonna dust out your ears and listen. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? Me and Bam Bam talked it through. After we heard how you lot live, we decided that colony living just wasn't for us. You're right. That stubborn-head place only oppressed Bam Bam and Doran. We want travel same as you. We look for way of life which not tie us down. We free Nopon and man. Queen's Oath. Okay, that's enough of that kind of talk. I think it's best if you go back to Colony 4 for now, yeah? Right, we'll smooth things over with Denzel. Nah, we've already decided. We're free now. Yeah, you said that already. Weren't you supposed to be looking out for Fuzzy here? Bam Bam and Doran's best friend is one. When one die, both dies. Let's not get carried away. We can definitely do anything, and we'll be fine. Totally. For real. Okay, well, if we can't convince you, then will you at least promise to be careful? Also, maybe not steal military-grade equipment? Bam Bam proud, Leftness owner. Bam Bam invincible in this, baby. See you again, wherever the wind takes us. Well, that fucking sucked. They're gonna die, aren't they? Yeah, I'm worried about them. We never had a hope of persuading them to come back. Better to let them do as they please. I guarantee we're gonna run into them again. When that happens, we can just try again, innit? You're probably right. Wow, looks like we got an interesting side quest chain going on.
So that's the state of affairs.
Whoa. That opened up a bunch of stuff. I saw like 3 new side quests. Ah. How the hell am I supposed to get up there? I genuinely cannot figure it out. We'll check out the quest-related events here, and then I think we'll hop over to Sword March, because I feel like that's one of the places we haven't checked out very much.
Oh, that's a rare one.
Okay, so it doesn't look like there's much of a way up around here. Ah, up there on the, that next to the supply drop? That's probably them, then. They probably saw a supply drop and thought, hey, we need supplies. Ah, I see the way.
Is this like a rare
Yeah,
thing?
you don't want any of us. Didn't think so. I had a feeling those Arachno wouldn't attack, but you never know. Some enemies can be surprisingly aggressive in this game. Alright. What's going on here? Strange.
I hope it's
All
got something we can
things.
make use of.
Oh. Okay, go do your thing. Sooner you finish, sooner we go home. There's nothing stopping you from helping too, Captain. Oh, is that what you want? Is that what I... Give me strength. You're a 10th termer, for spark's sake. How can you be so... Hey, what's going on? We were looking to pick up the supply drop. Looks like you beat us to it. Oh, we knew it would fall here. Iris gets good forecasts on pretty much anything. You know, like meeting you again here like this. It was meant to be. Okay, you sleazebag. Fuck off. Need to have a handle on what each colony has in its possession and what's requested from the castle. Take into account how hot the fighting is in each region, learn the lay of the land, and you can infer the good drop-off points. You're very well informed. Our intelligence is unmatched. I find that somewhat hard to believe. Looks like we got ourselves a doubter. He'll come around, Scruff. Scruff? Got a few other drop-off points on our radar. 3 Heroes Peak and Namda Mound. Pick your poison. Why the snuff do we have to go around running you errands for? It's tempting. I had planned to verify the accuracy of Colony Iota's information anyway. Ugh, are you out of your mind? Hey, we're not strapped for resources. Just bring back what you find to the colony and that'll be swell. See, he's lacking motivation at the moment. Pacing about like this as a 10th termer, he's like a terrible example to the new recruits. Hey, if ever there was a better time for me to piss about, it's now. Just clicked one day. Suddenly started wondering if this is really how I want to go out, you know? Let's see. Wants to challenge his potential. Sort of challenging your potential? Bingo. You got me, Mio. Gross. Step the fuck away. Hands off, creep. Free later? Ah, thank you. Too bad you weren't free later, Captain, because you're busy, aren't you? Caspar, right in the gut. What was that? Oh, here's another one. So is that 3 Heroes Peak then? They really landed at the drop points. Report to Colony Iota when we're done. Apologies for everything. Thanks for this. Finite time.
So that's the state of affairs.
Big one over there. Then one over that way. Which should be much easier to get. So I'm pretty sure there's a couple of fast travel points right next to it. Why am I doing this quest again? Ah, I'm curious. That's half the fun. Plus, the more quests we do, the better our bonds go up with colonies, more characters we might unlock. Hop. Actually, let's take a look at the map. We're here, then we want to head here. And actually, I'm going to take advantage of this small break in pacing. I will be right back.
Right, what have we got around here? Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
Every day's a training day.
I should write this all down.
Every day's a training day. Every day's a training day.
Huh? Hey, did you guys hear something?
So sorry for the wait. If anyone watches this VOD, that's gonna scare the shit out of them. Okay. I feel much better. And we should be able to get pretty much everything done. Hello there, Agnes Leftises. Please don't... Okay. I was worried they might attack me.
Never seen this place before.
Three Heroes Peak. I wonder who these heroes are. Whoa. Is that one of the Mechonis fingers? I think so. Yep. Oh. Got a bit wedged on the side there. Huh.
I mean, it'd be a waste not to claim it at this point.
Maybe container's locked. Well, yeah, obviously it's locked. They don't want you just rummaging through things. Let's poke around here a little bit. I'm curious. Doesn't seem to be too much around here. What about this way? Anything interesting and or perhaps unique around here?
Here's a tough customer.
Whoa. Unobtrusive leaky. I don't know what that means. We're gonna kill it.
This one looking at me funny.
There it is. Whoa. Okay, this guy's tough. Interesting. Damage up per soul hack. Well. Is this a time-based cooldown? Seems like it. Back to Tyon, and let's focus on damage with him. I want to see if we can use this to get some of the soul hack skills. Uh-oh. I was hoping that might inflict a break from the side. Okay, chain attack's not a bad idea. Alright. Let's pummel him. Iron Wave or Art Association. That's better. Oh, does different classes give different boosts? Seems so. Alright. Draining Vacuum them. Area heal on hit, but not for much. So this thing is gonna suck for a bit, isn't it? Maybe I shouldn't have it on lands. Then again, we need it for when we fight these guys. So maybe I should head back and like hunt down tiny ones. Like that little level 5 bunny was somehow qualified as a unique enemy. Should not have done that. Why did I do that? Well, whatever. Whoa, that's some damage. Okay. Put on... Okay, so we're going to test something here. We're going to have you use Pineon Primed. Assuming I'm saying that right. Tyon. Flick Break. Nope, resistant. But it does get a 25% boost. 65? Nice. Then... yeah, why not? Area heal on hit. This thing's surprisingly tough, so we should be ready. Okay, that wasn't much damage, but you're not an attacker, so it's cool. So, can I use unis? And then attack again after? I guess that's sort of the question. Violent Flurry, chance of pierce. Then uni, go with... Heal? Sure. Wow, that's a lot of healing. Okay. I don't know what I did to make that possible, but she's healing a lot. And then... uppercut slash. Puts us up to 150, 162. 3,000. Okay, so that does end the chain attack, so it's in my best interest to... And we set up Energy Grenade, passive damage. Nice. Guys? Couldn't have done that any faster, could you? Oh, burst. I love the way it just goes twirling off. Ow! That was a lot of damage. Not enough, though. Okay, let's try a chain attack again. Drop physical defense. Lead with Tyon. Then have Teach boost everyone's TP by 10. Actually, okay, it's still 10. Well, that put us over, but that's fine. Nice. We lead with Senna. Seems like a good idea. Go with this, I guess. It's not doing much damage at all, really. And we lead with thinking, yeah, Rank Splitter. It'll deal damage and heal at the same time. And we lead with Noah for as much as possible. Uppercut slash. Alright. And Teach is back in action. So next we want Either or. Go time wave. Another heroic chain. Additional TP for everybody. And actually, yeah, Uni's the best bet here. Topic screen. And then Tyon. Absolutely wreck shit. Now that's a lot of damage. Alright, let's see how this looks. Oh, there's the damage we were looking for, dude. That's more like it. And I'll take that Ouroboros order if you don't mind. Teeth shouldn't put us over. Hopefully. Perfect. Then we have our two healers beat the snot out of this guy. Hey, they're doing their job. Their job is to make sure you're not in pain, and this thing definitely won't feel pain ever again. Let's see here. Glitter stream. Mess them up. I haven't touched the game this morning. Good to see you, comments. Yeah, that's fair. Mess them up. There we go. Alright. So, what the heck did we get as a soul hacker? There we go. Underworld Rage. What the hell does that mean? An art? Nope. Is it a skill? Underworld Rage. Boost damage dealt by 60% each time an ally is incapacitated up to a maximum of 200%. Okay. It's better than nothing. Oh, you got it straight from Monolith Soft, huh?
All right. It's open.
Good thing we found this.
Arachno pincers. Sense of calm. This gave this area a good look around. Now, the other one was over here, I believe. I still have no clue how I get up there. It's driving me insane. But yeah, not only are there references you'll get by playing Xenoblade: The Futures Connected, you'll also probably find some after playing Torna of the Golden Country, because there's definitely been some references to that too. Damn you, you stupid mountain. I'll find my way up to you yet. Seriously, how? It's like there's nothing to climb, there's no ramps, there's no, like, traversal skill. Well, actually, maybe there are traversal skills and I just don't have them yet. All the more reason to hunt down more heroes.
No one's gonna mind if we just yoink the stuff.
Hey, yoink it!
Come on, Tyon. Give those guns a workout.
This all right?
Alright. So next we gotta meet them up in Colony Iota. Cute. What the... Oh yeah, there's another quest in there I gotta check in on. We'll head here. Talk to the girl in that area who we need to talk to. Actually, I'll just finish this quest off first. That'll open things up a bit more. Start reaping the benefits more quickly.
The current Iota commander looks rather capable.
Alright, Philly? Right. I think we're good here. Satisfied that we're as good as we say now, Scruff? I have a name. Take care of the commander, Tyon. Afraid I won't be able to grace you with my presence anymore. Your time's up? I did think it was odd. It's not just about the time you've got left. You mean to leave, don't you? You're just too perceptive, Commander. Got me. What? I hadn't heard anything about this. Yeah, I just made up my mind. Only four, I'm thinking. I hear it's full of drive and ambition. I want to see if I can make it there. Thanks for the inspiration, Mio. Is this such a good idea? If you leave now, it means goodbye once and for all. You're going to leave anyway. Well, Colony Iota is fantastic. Really. You value and reward hard work. You know what? Maybe I'm the person who should judge the value of my life. Oh, colored me speechless. You'll be okay, Alexei. I know it'll be tough without me, but you'll survive. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. That'll weight off for you? Be honest now. Always suspected, but now I know for certain. Our captain is an imbecile. Ouch, that cuts deep, man. Not that you're wrong. I'll take over your duties. You go ahead and live out your days the way you want to. Keep smiling to the end. Yeah, I think I can manage that, mate. Well, I'm gonna head off before things get depressing. Take care. Thank you, Feely, for everything.
So that's the state of affairs.
Oh, I do. Just keep an eye out for any new info. Sako, why is she out cold? I'll get this. Can't. It's all so. She's asleep. Gonna have to wake her up, aren't we? Well. Okay, that's a little bit creepy, Uni. Tickle, tickle. Yeek! Don't do that, I'm ticklish. My bad. We had to think of something. Those wings could be a real instrument of torture. I didn't realize you could do that with them. You know you've been selected for Harvest Day, right? You should have been notified already. Oh, now I remember. Thought I'd have a little nap till it was time. Oh no, the award ceremony, it's now! Okay, pause your ponios. Why do you think we came all this way? You hand over the Harvest Day tiara. Oh! Yay! I did it! Now I can get my luxury shampoo! Chickadee sends her regards and all that guff. Congratulations! Thanks! Anyways, you'll have to excuse me. There's procedure to follow. Good shampoo is hard to come by. Harvest Day is about the only chance to get your hands on it. Sorry for the inconvenience. Not at all. It's been an enlightening experience. How long have you had this evaluation system in place? Since Chickadee arrived, I think. So for 2 years now. At the same time as Colony Iota started to distinguish itself. That girl's not much of a fighter, but she really excels at this kind of thing. Anyway, if you want to know more about how it all works, you should ask Chickadee herself. Makes sense. We need to report back about Misaka anyways. Let's get back to Chickadee. Break the chain attack. There's a damage cap for chain attacks? I had no idea. I mean, it makes sense. In theory, there should be a damage cap for everything, but... Well... I don't have the brain power to do that. Everything Chickadee. We gave the tiara to Mikasa. Award has been given out. Thank you so much for your help. He said Sequoia's team was busy. Well, it looks like it's taken its toll on Misaka. Following Collectopedia card movements takes great patience and concentration. That's why I wanted to make something like Harvest Day, to show people their hard work was appreciated. Ah, so the evaluation system was your idea. It was. Somehow I made it come to fruition, with Dame Alex's backing. If only one of them was an evaluation system, the flame clock and homecoming would have done the job just fine. You have to wait so long to see results that way. I wanted something a bit more immediate. Good way to improve soldiers' skills. It serves a direct personal benefit and stops people losing heart. I'm not really one of nature's fighters, but if this is the only way I can support the colony, then I'll do it with pride. Now that the colony's been freed, I can do so much more. Thank you, everyone. Well, that was an easy little side quest. Alright. Let's look somewhere else. Where's a good stop to drop by? Hello? What the hell is this? Something interesting around here? Oh! That immediately triggered it. Hey, it's these two idiots! Come on, Bam Bam, go take a look. Bam Bam too scared. Hey, you're the one who's most annoyed by that noise. Don't worry, notice Racket first. What is that? Hi, yeah, what are you doing? Oh, nice, it's you. Good timing, mates. There's been this terrifying noise going on for a while now. It's very petrifying, so now we're trying to decide whether we should go and see what's making it. You make all your decisions through fighting? The problem is, what if it's something awful? That would be awful. Certainly very awful. How Bam Bam and Dorn continue peaceful travels in such state? To ashes with it all. Is this as free as we're ever going to be? Bam Bam not satisfied with that. Journey of Bam Bam only just beginning. I can't with these two. Hey, since it's so important to you, what if we go look with you? Would you? Do that for Bam Bam? All you want is to know what's making the noise, and it'll hardly take that long. You're lifesavers. We totally owe you for this. You clearly old wing at traveling. Watch it be that the Levness is like out of fuel. Well, we're not going to get much done sitting around here. Let's head toward the source of the noise. Oh no, they're too adorable to die. Yeah, well, they're also little felons, so... Fear of the unknown. Mankind's biggest and most ridiculous fear. So what the hell is that noise? Hello. I saw that. Excuse me, do you have any information? You used up every last ether cylinder. His own fault for not keeping eyes out. You see ether channel somewhere, it's best to collect while collecting is good. True. Yeah, I really need to go through those. But seriously, what's the source of this noise? What have we got here?
Oh, that looks valuable.
The hell? Oh. It seems to be... It's a supply container. It looked like airdrop break it. That sound of error. Oh, that makes sense. Nothing to be scared of. Can we just stop this racket? Hey, wait a sec. What if you just twiddle this here? Ah. So we pretty much can't get at what's inside this container now? Bam Bam see. It's not so broken. All it needs is some elbow grease. If only we had the parts we could manage something. If only. Oh yes, we'd love to get these parts for you. Thank you for asking so nicely. Aw, you're so generous. Bite me. Such magnanimosity. Yeah, well, can't have magnanimosity without animosity, my guy. You are pissing me off. The part you want is the Serenity Jet. You should be able to find them around the old Kana battlefield, probably. Do we have any? Nope. Need 4 of them. Where's the Kana battlefield? Whoa. Whoa. Kana battlefield. Where is it? Oh, here. That shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, those guys took that Lebnis and hijacked it straight from their colony. Psychos. triplet joint. What else we got? A mushroom. Oh,
Is that?
hello there. That's one. Lucifernus? Is that what that says? Holy shit. What a badass name. The Lucifernus. Burns hotter than hell and keeps on going.
Good thing we found this.
I should not be saying that out loud in a Catholic household.
This is something
Not seeing any
decent,
more of
right?
them. Hey, B. Unique enemy. Take advantage of that. Aha! There's one. Then, heretical sorrow.
I won't let any of you die.
Heretical sorrow.
Colonies with me on the job.
This shouldn't take too long. Oh shit. There we go. I didn't even notice I got put to sleep. I should probably be standing here in the buffs. Wow, this is going fast. Gotta say, I'm very curious to see how this new class works with the more unique enemies we take out. There we go. Enemy art. Hypnolite. That doesn't sound that useful.
It means there were no holes
Hello.
in the strategy.
Odd triangular shard. What are these things? I mean, I guess they're like the game's collectible, but I remember, who was it that was going on about him? Was it Gray? Somebody was going on about him. About how like, oh, you'll know how to use this power when the time is right. Oh, be careful not to cut yourself on all this edge. Yeah, I gotta more thoroughly check out campsites and colonies. I think we'll hop back to Colony 9 and then go to Sword March. Oh no, wait, there's also the one where like our group came from. Not just Colony 9. Is it Gamma? I think it's Gamma.
Oh.
Yeah, we've hardly poked around there at all. I wouldn't be surprised if we were missing a bunch of stuff. What's this do? Got the parts you need, but is this really enough to fix it? Yeah, that's just a ticket. Let me show you how the maintenance and development team gets it done. Oh no, monsters attracted by sound. Oh, it's one Ferris. Don't piss yourself. Once again, prolonged exposure to idiocy inconveniences us. These two should come with a warning. I don't say that. They're not bad people. I'll take the monster. You take the container. As they immediately run away from the container. Help! Bam Bam don't want to die! Bam Bam don't want to die! Oh, come on! Let's just get this monster whacked. Wait, do bosses count as unique enemies? They probably do. Yo, If that class can steal arts from bosses, that might be broken. If I say bosses properly. Bosses. Dolia Ferris. Nice. That's goodbye, Mr. Locke. Open at will, folks. Nothing impossible for Bam Bam and friend. Prodigal researchers cum developers. I'm a fucking child. Okay, moving on. When did you get back? Alrighty, wonder what's gonna be inside. I hope it's food. Bam Bam hoping for tasty sausage. One bracelet, warrior's armor vest, iron headband, and a soldier ring. As well as an affection ring and 2 gemstones. Good haul. Sparks this. It's not tasty sausage. They're combat supplies. This actually turned out to be useful. We don't need it. How do you know? May as well take it. Not like we're going to be fighting. Going right. If not eatable, not valuable. Yeah, we'll generously gift it to you. Thanks for the help. Not gonna say no if you're offering. Cheers. Good. If you can use it, then consider it a little token of our appreciation. Bam Bam agreement. Very pleased to it that it's useful to friends. Well, Bam Bam, I think it's time we head off on our next adventure. Let rip, friend. Oh, boy. Weren't they bickering at each other before? Because they're pretty easygoing. We're gonna be finding those idiots all over Ionios, aren't we?
So that's the state of affairs.
Whoa, got a rare dude on
Send these guys off.
Sleep peacefully.
Thank you, Mio. So back to the Aesha region, and we'll check out Colony 9 a bit. We need to give it a good look around for any new info. I wish that information showed up on the map. Oh, that's useful. I didn't know about that. You can check what skills and arts will unlock as we increase. Did that say Overclock Buster? Hold the fuck on. Oh my god. Wait. Okay. Okay, that's a little bit broken. You can learn and equip talent arts as master arts. Oh my god. That's absolutely going to break this game. I love that. How did I not know about that before now? That's incredible. Fox, you've royally snuffed things up for us coming back out of the blue like this. Come on, what are you saying? I mean, it's that you won't have to fight anymore. You think you've got it all figured out, have you? You don't have a clue how close you brought us to ruin. The colony is trashed. My friends are laying dead by the wayside. Now we've even made an enemy of the castle. Just keeps getting worse and worse. He does have a point. We definitely made their lives harder, but that's part of freedom. Yeah, you get the rights to do things yourself. Are you shitting me? I only just unlocked this? Okay, sure. Okay. Oh, it probably removed them because I got banned. That makes sense. What is that? it's a canister. Oh, let's swim back around to the front. Not seeing much new information around. Oh, never mind. Hush my tiny mouth. I know theoretically the textbook tells you how to raise a crop field, but... Yeah, I know. It doesn't assume you'll actually do it. I mean, there's only 2 sparking pages dedicated to it. Wow. That's interesting. So they don't tell you about that, so you won't have a chance on your own. That's smart. It's a lost number soldier that Marlon found, was it? If that's the case, then the key he found might work to... Excuse me? That key he found might work in the city place. That's the key to their room? Get their own rooms with locked doors? Seriously? That's pretty cool. I'll have to go and see what that's like sometime. That's right! We did a side quest here and got an odd key. A key card or something. We didn't know what it was for. That probably does go to the Lost City. Lost Numbers City. Ooh. All the more reason to get back there and poke around. Let's see. Wait. Before we go, I want to stop by Colony Gamma. Which is... here. I'm not sure how big a fan I am of the information system. It is a little bit tedious having to comb through the area multiple times as you go. I guess it's also more motivation to just do the side quests anyways, because you'll be coming back here a lot. Can't get inside the furnace, so no way we're checking anything out in there. Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, no, we can't do this yet. That's another side quest that's somewhere around the 60s. Oh! After all it took to get our rank to iron, our flame clock goes and bites the dust. We have to believe in Commander Teach and Mio. With them at the helm, we'll get through this, surely.
I see.
I heard Mio managed to save Kyria just as she was being attacked by a bunch of Kivesi soldiers. No big surprise there. She's powerful, stylish, kind. She's just about perfect in every single way. Role models. Alright. Yeah. I guess I gotta sort through all the topics I've gathered.
Everyone, get some rest.
Let's talk. Alright, let's start with this one.
I just wanted to confirm.
Wonder if we've become more like Ethel. What's that about Ethel? I mean, like, we saved Kyrie from the hands of the enemy earlier, yeah? That's kind of like when Ethel saved us way back when. Huh, yeah, she did do that. Haven't thought about it in a while. This time, we were the rescuers. That's kind of emotional to think about. Oh, but remember, she took on Alevnis that day all by her own sparking self. That was in her 3rd term. Yeah, she did do that. I guess if it were easy to be Ethel, everyone would be doing it. I'd heard rumors, but it seems that they were, if anything, vastly understated. What a formidable warrior. Wow, thinking about trying to match Ethel makes me feel less confident than ever. Still work hard and become someone that someone else might want to emulate. How about that? I want to take on more Ferranis.
I just wanted to confirm.
Resting Teach. Tyon, you used to belong to Colony Lambda originally, right? Yes, I was reassigned to Gamma. You all know the story by now. I lost my way, but Commander Teach personally welcomed me in. Old Teach did? Huh. Under normal circumstances, you have to indicate a clear reason for transferring, but he didn't ask me a thing. Thinking back to it now, I suppose Commander Isard must have put in a word for me. Xena and I came to Gamma at just about the same time, and we got put in the same unit. So you guys have been together all the way since then? Yes, isn't it strange? If tragedy hadn't struck in the way it did, I never would have met Mio and Senna. Or you guys. You saying that everything happens for a reason? I don't know if I'd go that far, but certainly that outlook would make it easier to stay optimistic as we go on. Only 11 more. Oi, Tyon, you've been keeping up with your Agnes textbook reading, right? Isn't that a bit pointless now? I mean, since we're all on the same side and all that? Here's the thing. Before we became Ouroboros, I believed implicitly that every word in there was correct and accurate. I practiced what I taught, all would turn out to the benefit of my colony and my queen. Now I know, as do we all, that it was no more than a Mobius deception. Right, so why waste any more time on it? Because if you think about it, the textbooks contain information advantageous to the Mobius. You see what I'm saying? If I can reverse engineer and analyze this advantageous information, I can find out about their real goals and intentions. Whoa, so you're reading them to, learn more about your enemy. Information forms the basis of strategy. That's elementary tactician know-how. It's also not like everything in there is backwards nonsense either. Consider the case of Colony 9's fields, for instance. So we can't blindly trust what we read. We have to sort through the information and make our own minds up. I'm glad you're so quick on the uptake. That's true for real life. Cool. Need to have Alexandria. Interesting. Ether cylinders.
It's best we talk this through.
Those ether cylinders are pretty handy, huh? We use them for honest hulks and for crafting gems as well. We haven't found a single Pharaonis Hulk since we started. That's odd. They're a great replacement when you no longer have a flame clock. And it'd be a no-brainer to carry a couple of them around, no? It's not that simple. First of all, you have to find an ether channel before you can store the ether. That is true. You don't exactly trip over those every day. And should use ether channel Discoverer. Is that a real thing? Should be, if Riku not mistaken. Would make finding easy sneezy. That would solve all our ether troubles. Indeed. All I have to do is load 5 ether cylinders into Discoverer and it'll locate ether channel. Whoa, that does sound simple. Wait, 5 cylinders? Find the ether channel with a few ether cylinders worth of ether. Machine require 5 cylinders. That doesn't compute at all. Exactly why nobody use. Man, you got my hopes up. Seems there will be no shortcuts in this endeavor. Seems not. Crafting gems.
It's best we talk this through.
Info? Riku, mate, question for you. You listen but not promise answer. Couldn't me and Noah do some gem crafting sometime? I could not understand how Lance can ask such frankly blasphemous question while maintaining facade of innocence. Of course answer is couldn't. Try making gems without presence professional like Riku, then whole thing doomed to definitive failure. It's nothing but waste of precious gemstone. Very bad for sustainability. Surely it's not 100% certain we'd fail, right? Noah and I could just work in harmony. I'm really sure we could come out with something good. That because part that Lance plays extreme simple. The part which Riku perform requires specialist technique. Take full 10 years to master. Okay, cool. Got it. I'll try that one next time then, yeah? It's like Lance not even listen when Riku speak. I love Riku. Rope slides.
I just wanted to confirm.
Hey, I think we've gotten pretty good at using those rope slides. Yeah, I feel quite used to them now. They're a load of fun, too. I feel like I've seen them around the Fornus region as well. Really? Anything that makes traversal easier is a welcome tool as far as I'm concerned. Since we're on the subject, what about those rope launcher gizmos that militaries have left all over the shop? Ah, those? They're typically carried in place via leftness. I'm afraid most are in inactive use. Right? If we use them, we might be able to get access to some new places, right? Huh. Actually a pretty good idea if you ignore the guy that said it. Didn't need that last part. Good thinking, Lance. Next time we see one, let's try using it. So I'm guessing the place that has been driving me nuts for these past few streams, I probably need a rope slide for.
I just wanted to confirm.
Sure, let's check this. So Alexandria came up with the Collectopedia cards, right? She said she got it implemented by a console. I'm a bit surprised she managed to get approval for something like that. I suppose there are all sorts, even among the consoles. Yeah, just look at Triton. There are some, like Kay at Colony 4, who treat the soldiers like tools. And others, like at Colony Iota, who allow the commanders to exercise their judgment. Still, bottom line is there would be no Collectopedia cards without Alexandria. Just have to wonder how she managed to persuade her console to sign off on it. That's Alexandria's gift. Makes me scared to think what depths lie behind that smile. Scary. Harvest
Let's
time.
consider what we know.
So, is harvest time a big deal for your lot? It is, yes. We grow virtually all our own food in the colony. Can't sustain ourselves on hunting alone, you know? What's the Harvest Festival all about then? Nothing special, just a harvest really. We have a lot of crops to bring in at this time of year. The only problem is we're a bit short-handed this year. People are braced for hard work. Will you be of any use? Just harvesting, right? I can do harvesting. Would you? It would delay your journey. This is the part where you just thank us graciously and move on. Uni's right. Okay then, thank you. I'd be grateful for your help. Alright, let's get harvesting. Everyone will be waiting by the entrance to Colony Tau. Harvest.
Let's consider what we know.
Scavenging. The city's full of things I've never heard of, and all this amazing tech and stuff. They seem to have to scavenge things like Levnis parts like we do. It'll be a sight harder than just normal scavenging, too. Outwitting both Agnes and Kevis to get the stuff they need? Not my idea of fun. They can't leave any trace behind either. That's why they have a specialized scavenging force. They're elite, but in a different way to Monica's corps, which fight on the front line. I assume there can't be many of them, so the force can stay flexible and mobile. What, like a little secret platoon? Hey, could we pay a visit to Gnome Wetlands ourselves? I'd like to know more about these lost numbers. Curious about the scavengers? Little. Seems like a lot of hard work. Could lend them a hand. They're probably pretty short-handed over there. At least Uni made it sound like they're a titchy little unit. Oh, so it's my fault, is it? Well, regardless, it'd be a good opportunity to get to know them better. The Gnome Wetlands it is. Oh. Wired Hero Juniper, Colony Tau's Offseer.
Let's consider what we know.
Colony Tau doesn't have any Offseers, does it? No, we return our dead to the earth. Weird thing to do. Never heard of anyone doing that. Grows up in the forest, goes back to the forest. And until that time comes, a peaceful resting place awaits you. I'm from Agnes, and even I've never heard of this custom. I suppose it's deeply rooted in Colony Tau's culture. It is, which is why the concept of sending off isn't something we've ever had to consider. But you did have an Offseer in the past, from what I've heard. In the past, yes. He was killed in combat with Kevis. Were you there, Juniper? I was. He drew enemy fire with a rear guard. I would not have escaped were it not for his sacrifice. Well, that's depressing. What did your Offseer usually do, given that he wouldn't be Offseeing? Tilled the fields, mostly. As I said, we didn't really need Offseers. Still depressing. Actually, could I ask you to send off our Offseer? Of course, if that's what you want. If it's a place we return to, then surely there are avenues other than the Earth to reach it. That's what I've come to believe, anyway. You know, there really is some peaceful place waiting somewhere. That's a lovely thought. Do you know where the Offseer is? We'll get there straight away. Thanks. I'll take you. You know, now that I think about it, the concept of an afterlife is really a strange thought. Like, it's a very powerful cultural and societal concept. I mean, think about it. People are obsessed over the idea of heaven. I'm gonna take a drink of water because my throat's getting a bit worn out. Much better.
This might get complicated.
Alright. Is Rain okay? Seems like his injury's still not stopping. Him diving headfirst into trouble. Oh. It's not stopping him diving headfirst into trouble. He's a sworn friend of my predecessor, and he's a master hunter. I understand your concern, but I believe he can take care of himself. He's a hunter too, huh? He was my hunting teacher for a while. That said, I will say that he doesn't know when to stop chasing a monster. That's not a good combination with injury. I know he's a capable guy, but it was overextending himself that got him hurt in the first place. In that case, maybe we should go and look for him. If it looks like he's being reckless, we'll bring him back. Sound good? Sounds great. Let's do it. Hang on, I'm getting a call from Garum. Oh, this seems big. Hey, Juniper's with you, right? Listen, sorry for the short notice, Juniper, but could you come and meet me, Sharpish? I think we found Rain. I think we better do as he says. Let's go see Garum quick. Okay, it's rare that we get like outside calls during these discussions. So that seems like a big one.
Let's
For Tau.
consider what we know.
Everyone in Colony Town Tau is out gathering food, right? Right. Food stocks are pretty tight at this time of year. Is it really that rough? Could have fooled me. We're not exactly destitute. It's more about our relationship with our neighbors. What do you mean by that? Always give a bit to the Turkins around this time of year. Keeps things sweet between us. We got something of an alliance going on. That's different. There's just one Turkin they call the Turking. Would you like to go and meet him? Sounds fun. I'm game. First I have to talk to Rowland about the food situation, though. How Turkin Alliance? Then need to switch... Need to switch Alexandria into the party.
You just leave things to me.
Poor Ethel.
Everyone, get some rest.
Colony Iota goods. Yeah, this seems like a big one. Wait, so does a higher ranking on the chess piece mean it's easier to control, or it's harder? Okay, that seems like it's a big one. Colony Iota goods. Was this voice acted? Nope. So there's something about the Colony 4 resource problem that I've been thinking about. Alexandria, why did you help? That's a bit of a rude question. Colony 4 is an ally. They've been released from their flame clock. I don't need an excuse to help an ally, do I? Yes, I can understand you're sharing resources with them, but what I'm trying to say is, how does an Agnian colony know so much about the resource shortages of a Kefesi one? That's what you were going to say. That's what I was wondering too. There's no putting anything past you. Information is easy to come by if you know how, and I always stay up to date. You're not saying you have an inside man, are you? I wouldn't take that much of a risk. I'm just doing the same as you. Here, this is how. This is a Collectopedia card. Told you, didn't I? I came up with them. Did you think I can only see my own army's information? Wait, you're saying that you leaked secret Agnes tech to get Kevis to use it as well? Huh. At the time, I just thought we got really lucky. All along was a ploy to dig up enemy intel. Say I'm impressed. The important part comes after that. While analyzing the flow of resources, I realized that this war is almost perfectly balanced. Almost like it doesn't want to end. Just to say, there's someone orchestrating the war from behind the scenes. Think about rules, you have to realize that they are closely entangled with the intentions of whoever set them. Your words, Alexandria. This is what you were talking about, isn't it? Worked out that much. Didn't exactly try and blow the whistle, did you? What else could I do? What could anybody have done, even had they known? Then Ouroboros appeared, the world's enemy. Enemy of one's enemy is one's friend, right? I'm glad you understand. I hope you're friendly with your actions as well as your words. Cold as ever. Okay, how about this? I'll show you the storehouse, the heart of Colony Iota itself. Take whatever supplies you need and use them as you will. Fair? You're saying we have final say over resource distribution? Well, you'll have to discuss particulars of storehouse management with Shell, but yes. I appreciate the sentiment, but we wouldn't feel right. Whoops, already pinged her. Already? She doesn't have much spare time, so you'd better get hustling. The storehouse is a bit hard to give directions to, so first just head for Taurus Hollow. Let's talk to Ryza at the entrance and he'll let you in. Okay. Well, that seems to be everything around here. Let's move on to the Pentalus region. Got a couple points of interest around here. It's almost like missing something. Hello. Where does that lead? Character's compatibility is also graded. It's the CP gain making it grow faster, so keep this in mind as well. Interesting. Hello. This wing-made cuisine much. No tiring to eat raw fruits and veggies. Now it's time for Make Do. When day off arrives, can go to Colony Land to the stuffed belly silly with proper food. Really?
It's all making sense.
Okay, so... Oh! Go over there by going this way. not fall here. This would be a terrible time. So there should be a rope thing around here. Ah, probably up a ladder around this side. Gotcha. Up. Exploration. This should be interesting. What's over there? Be darn near anything. Wood drum. Aha! Sliding rope. Gerominos! Oh god, they fell to their death. Oh, what the hell?
Here's a tough customer.
Yeesh! Don't mind me, I'm just gonna head this way. What are these two doing here?
All right. It's okay.
Wait, really, what are they doing here? This is a very odd spot to find soldiers. Especially one so strong. I'm gonna just slip on by. Godlike Craster. Impregnable Sandu. Agnian Assassins. What the hell? Okay, well, let's not mess around with those guys. No. Oh. Okay, this is very tedious. Here we go. All right. Let's take a look. Actually, give me 1 second. People in the house just left. I gotta make sure I have a couple things. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I started talking before the mic was unmuted. Like I said, people in the house just left for the lake, so I had to take a quick look around. First off, to be sure that they were gone, and second off, to see if they remembered to turn everything off. Or I guess they haven't left. I think I just heard them talking. Okay. But yeah, they have a bad habit of like leaving lights on, even though it's the middle of the day here. Like leaving fans running, even though we have the AC. Not even regular fans, like fans in the kitchen. Like the little vent we have over the oven. Oh, don't tell me it's these idiots again. Son of a... Ugh, that is so rank. What happened? I said I wanted a nice meat dinner. Why the spark would you ruin it by putting that in? Eat only meat is bad for body. Bam Bam put a healthful ingredient. What's the issue now? Oh, hey, it's you again. Listen to this. This one here's trying to kill me. Spike my food with the worst thing in the world. Glare Aubergine. Give me strength. Uni's about to lose it. Duty of cooking is split into shifts, and Bam Bam want to make healthful food with good ingredient for strength to travel far. Is that so crime? But Doran only yell at poor Bam Bam. A taste of yuck, so stop, he yell. Aw, no need to be so mean, Doran. Can you not sort this out? No. Let me explain. Bodily health is fine, would never go for it, but surely putting up with disgusting food is actually harming the health of my soul. Even if he needs to put Glare Aubergines in my dinner, he could at least make an effort to make it taste like real food. Bam Bam, not kitchen slave to grant extravagant wishes of Doran. Is nothing can be done. I bet Manana has some ideas, right? Oh. Of course Manana has ideas. Manana can share a secret of making this ingredient sing. You do that? Hear that, Bam Bam? Bam Bam here. Please teach secrets. Banana oblige. Before start, we need to find nectar of Bubblesia. Is Bubblesia a flower? Correct. It bloomed at Amani's Hollows. Okay, we can take care of providing those. Doran, you two make the preparations for cooking. Can do. A more balanced recipe. I have a feeling that we're going to get something big at the end of these guys.
So that's the state of affairs.
Where's the place we're looking for? Something Hollows? Aquifer exhaust. Stoneyard. Ore stockpile. Generator control room. Ruins of Cebu camp. Over here? Seems like it'd be over here. Colony Tau Varanus. Colony Tau. Oh yeah. Okay, let's I need to stop goofing off. Double check the map. See what we can find as far as side quests go. If there's no sign of anything, then we move on. Then we head to Kevin's Castle region. Oh. Aha! I knew there'd be a side quest of some sort here. I wouldn't be surprised if it was one for a hero. Because this is a pretty weird place. At the very least, I think it would put us toe-to-toe with Mobius. It'd be hard for them not to. Oh yeah, that's a colony, straight up. Seems to me I might have found the next big quest on the list.
Guys, get ready to fight.
What? Who has the audacity? Hey, Comets, you still here? Actually, never mind. I was gonna ask if, like, since you've been looking stuff up, you've spotted any, like, hero or, like, really obscure articles about really obscure quest locations. That would be kind of unfair to look for on your own.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Like, if you go to the edge of the map, specifically at 843, this NPC has a 50-50 shot of giving you the most powerful class in the game. Like, stuff like that. Hello. Let me guess. Something about the colony here? Yep, this is going to be a big one.
Something's made a fine mess of them.
It appears the fighting wasn't all that long ago. There might still be enemies nearby.
Whoa! This fucker dropped out of the sky. Oh! Oh, that was cool.
The absurdity of battle never ceases to amuse me.
Who the hell are you?
What's her deal?
Oh, don't be Mobius. Doesn't look like it. She's definitely Kavesi.
She's coming this way.
Lives are so easily lost, and in service to all manner of nonsense. Truly, this is why. We'll never be able to stop fighting. Wouldn't you agree?
What's your deal, lady?
So then, did you help us out just now?
Oh, we're not out of the woods just yet. Seems we have some new guests coming.
Okay, she's equal parts crazy and creepy. Oh. Okay, these fuckers are angry.
We're surrounded.
Oh.
Only one thing for it.
Yeah.
Give them a little bit of percussive therapy to calm them down.
Oh, you're just adorable.
Oh, she's gonna be the one people get thirsty over, isn't she?
It's way too early to start laughing. Because the fun's only just getting started.
Ah, great. Got great. What? There's actual people here too? The Wrath of Ashura. Of course, it's an Ashura. Ashura is an old term for a six-armed god of war, often known for wielding many weapons at once. So a double-sided sword, pretty fitting. Glaive, I guess, is the right term. Breaking inside. Demolition for some more damage on top, and Hidden Thorn. Like, this thing can bleed? I guess there's probably someone inside it, but that's a bit odd. This is easy. She's a tank? Oh, must be an evasion tank like Mio. Mess him up, kid.
Just now. Those were Kavesi soldiers.
And they were fighting you.
Ah, well spotted. They're forces from Colony 11 up ahead.
And going by your appearance, I'd say you're also a Kavesi soldier.
Hmm? Who? Me?
Tell us who you are. What colony are you from?
Well then, if you absolutely must know, I'm the commander of Colony 11, whose soldiers just attacked us.
Huh?
Wow, cool. Wait, what?
Okay, this is a new one.
Huh? Their commander?
So they decided to betray you or something. Either that or you betrayed them.
If you're the commander of Colony 11, then you're Ashira, the Undying Blade.
Apologies, I got her name wrong.
Undying? What in the Queen's name? She meant to be some kind of celebrity.
There ain't a defender worth their salt in all of Kevers who hasn't heard of her.
Ha ha! Ah, that's cute.
She's the commander of a silver rank colony, in the running for the strongest person in Kevers.
Getting back on topic, you're telling us you were attacked by your own colony.
I suppose I am telling you that.
But why? What for?
Well, I guess I have given them a couple of reasons. These things happen, you know. Anyway, I'm
What
going
do
to
you
remove
mean?
Colony 11 from the equation. You guys want to come with?
What? Define remove.
Come with? Why? Sorry? Now it's open season. This is all kinds of stupid.
But you're talking about your own colony, your mates. You'll just go off and fight them.
Sure. One rarely gets to enjoy a battle such as this. Also, I have my own reasons for killing them.
And these reasons
Besides,
are?
Sitting back and letting them keep taking swings at me is not my style.
Okay, I guess if they started it, that kind of makes sense, but you don't make it seem like they started it.
It's just no fun that way.
I don't think you're meant to say that part out loud.
Well, but why are you inviting us to join you?
Huh? So you're telling me you're not the great and terrible Ouroboros?
Huh? You knew?
Come come now. I've heard this personally from the Queen. Every commander alive knows about you lot.
Yeah, some queen that was.
As I hear it, you're some kind of rebels, going around wrecking colonies' flame clocks.
That's outrageous. Well, it's also true, mostly. But we don't do it just for the fun of it.
It sounds like you're not everyone's favorite person right now either. What's your goal?
Surely it's self-evident, no? On the battlefield, you have one of two options. Fight and live, or fight and die.
Oh.
When considering the pure act of trading life back and forth, there's no separation into enemies and allies.
There most certainly is, you sick bitch.
Not for the killers, nor for the ones being killed. That's something you soldiers should get. More so now you've rebelled and made sure everyone wants your heads.
Like I keep saying, nobody here did that on purpose.
I'm sure. Everyone has their own way of thinking. I'm not trying to say otherwise. In any case, there's a place for you on my battlefield, if you feel like joining. I'm sure Colony 11 will give you a warm welcome. Though maybe not the one you'd wish for.
Okay, honestly, at this point, I think we need to go with her to keep her from burning the place to the ground. Jesus Christ.
What is her problem? What in the Queen's Snow White wings does she want from us?
We've got to go keep her under control, don't we?
I don't know. But she certainly seems to be after something.
We have some new names.
Killing is not all that fighting is. Psycho. And again, it's about time we got another defender class.
Oh, don't tell me. Have you actually decided to accept my invitation?
Only because I don't trust you on your own.
You know, we do owe you for helping us before.
I've never heard of anyone entering the Wolf's Den just because they owe someone.
I really don't like you. You're rude and mean.
But how are you even planning on fighting a whole colony alone? Charging at them head on?
Ah, you must be the tactician. Got it in one point, Dexter.
Oh my god, she's insane and she's stupid.
You're insane.
We've got to stop her.
Oh, come now. We live in a world of strife, of constant, unending war. And you question my sanity?
You better have a good turnaround on this.
Know what? Just sounds like suicide to me. Maybe you really have lost it.
I think she has.
Uni, that's too far. Even for you.
And again, constantly being on the battlefield and watching people die has a good chance of doing that to you.
Okay, but you did hear her, right?
My colony, Colony 11, guards the castle, and it's rightly hailed as being impregnable. Not a single Agnian soldier has ever broken through, not even once. I fought long and hard to defend this colony, and now I'm going to bring it down. Just one woman. Can you think of anything more satisfying than that? I know I can't.
Many things. Well, if you want me to go like the crazy, like chaos and destruction route, then yeah, that sounds satisfying, but personally, I think it'd be more satisfying just to take out the flame clock and snap them all out of it.
What else you're not thinking of? The moment they open fire and turn you to mincemeat. How's that for a punchline?
If that happens, I'll do my soldierly duty and turn into a lovely corpse.
Yeah, okay. She's crazy.
Oi!
You need to stop her.
I'm touched by your concern, but they won't be killing me that easily. All of you. I'm sure you've overcome your own share of hairy situations. We can do this.
What would you know? You don't know a thing about us.
Don't be such a worrywart, Uni. We can do anything if you've got our backs.
So I'm guessing Uni's getting her
You're
class?
awfully enthusiastic about this, Lance.
Either her or Lance.
You reckon?
Now I think about it, you've known about Ashira since the start. Do you maybe...
Shut up! She's the best defender in Keves!
Aw, he's a fan. That's
I'm
adorable.
just some nobody. If somebody told you you get to fight alongside a legend, wouldn't you jump at the chance?
Not particularly.
What an awfully nice thing to say. I'll be looking for some great things from you, Lance, was it?
Blushy crushy.
Oh, give me a break.
Well then, my dear Ouroboros fellows, what say we sally forth? The battle awaits us, one that's sure to prove a most thrilling distraction.
Distraction? Great. Well, let's take a look at you. What's your bit? Lone Exile. An aggressive defender whose swift deadly slash strikes draw foes in, only to mow them down. Focus exclusively on attack and defense with very little difficulty. Basically, open fire, full power at all times. Okay. Let's see here. Nina's mastered her class. Who else has? Oh. Let's see here. What other healer can we have you as? Not many. Taking this one then. So I think this is her. So I'm guessing we missed one of the... I'm guessing we missed a hero in Colony Lambda. And then there's some more between there and here. Cursor. Mr. Properly on the sea and...
New allied colony.
Special Forces Team Zorn. Whoa! Where'd you come from? Wrath of Ashura. Alright, that's one down. We're pretty over-leveled for this. So I'm no longer as worried as I once was. Interesting that she's immediately at our level, though. Ah, great, more of them. Let's focus on one at a time and just absolutely mow them down. So the fact that Lance pointed her out as like the strongest defender in Kevis tells me she's probably the best defender class. Why did I do this? That was a waste of time. Not like we need a chain attack here though. I have no idea why I pressed that button. Yeah, it seems like they're not too sneaky about the hero quests.
No wonder your little gang is causing waves. You were completely ruthless with my lot.
Do you have to talk about us like that?
Just so you know, we actually were trying to go easy on them.
Oh, no need to hold back. You can wipe the floor with them. That's me giving you the green light as their commander.
Yeah, well, that sucks for you, because we're not going to be brutally murdering people if we can help it.
I heard of some terrible commanders before, but this one takes the biscuit, hands down.
You know, there's rumors that some soldiers in Colony 11 are crazy tough.
Is that right?
Yep. Way I heard it, they have snipers who can shoot you from behind a mountain. Or specialists who can read your mind.
Bollocks. Those aren't even good rumors.
Ooh, now this sounds interesting. Is there anything they said about me?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, they might have mentioned some things.
Go on, try me. Even though I can probably guess.
They call you Ashira, the Undying Blade. A heroic commander famed throughout Kevis. Another name they use is...
Bitch?
that suicidal maniac.
Okay, I see.
Wow, that kind of sucks.
Oh, definitely. I was prepared for anything. But this? It's just so bland, so boring. I was hoping for something with more zest, more bite.
That's what you're hung up on?
Jesus.
If you're finished chatting, I'd like us to get moving.
This reminds me of Bayonetta,
And don't forget, we're smack dab in the middle of
except
enemy
less
territory.
cool.
Oops, you're right. Not much time until reinforcements come. I'm feeling a little miserable, but I can take it all out to my men. No problem.
Yep. Official, we found the worst commander.
Honestly, you might be right.
Heads up.
Alright, what else we got? Focus on them one at a time. I suppose having this is going to be a good test run to see if bosses unlock soul hacker skills. Especially considering that we're apparently on another hero quest. Another 10, huh? Strong enough to punch your lights out. Oh, I love Lance. It's good. We love a good genuine himbo. Fell Plume Easel. I'm still very curious about what happened to Garvel and the other guys. Surely we'll encounter them somewhere. What's our target? Oh, not here. Here. Ooh, that's a lot of them. Let's go with Sidewinder. Some AoE damage. Make sure we're focusing on one at a time. And Energy Grenade. This is a nice little top off. That's another 1 of 10. That's 2. The further we go, the less health everyone has. Alright, whoa, big ones. Crazy. Tenacious Chad? Or does that say Clad? Nope, that's Clad. Damn it, that would have been funnier. Anything else left? No, there's a couple of smaller units. Ah, we'll be fine. That should do some more damage. Ooh, only 2 more. 1 more. Correction. Oh, sorry, no more. I love those good 1, 2, 3s of chaos.
Only a stone's throw away. The final battle is nigh, ladies and gents.
Before that, there's one thing I want to confirm. Who is leading the enemy?
A type of person you should know very well by this point. Care to make a guess?
Mobius?
A consul. I knew it.
Okay, so maybe she's not batshit crazy
That
after all.
idiot has delusions of being a tactician. She's the very definition of a narcissist. I'm sure right now she's drunk on the feeling of controlling the soldiers like puppets.
So those soldiers, she's just fleeing them at us against their will, trying to beat us down.
Ugh, what a snuffing creep. Makes me want to hurl.
I wouldn't pay that too much attention. My guys are enjoying themselves regardless.
Oh, really?
Sure?
And how exactly do you figure?
Can't you tell from how much of a fight they've been putting up so far? They're seriously coming for blood. Well, mostly mine, of course.
So, what? The consul doesn't even need to force Colony 11 to attack us?
Seems like a stretch, even considering our current company.
I couldn't say for certain. They're the same as I am, after all.
The more you say, the less I understand. Are you just gonna keep skirting around it?
Whoa, now. No need to sweat the finer details. All you need to do now is enjoy the fight for what it is.
None of us are enjoying this. We're hurting people. It's not fun.
The next battle will be even tougher. Which is to say, that much more fun.
Okay, I do suppose the challenge is fun. Even though we're massively overleveled.
All right, eyes up front. The enemy's right ahead.
Only 11.
Your own colony.
Alright.
So, the traders have
Console
arrived.
R.
Or perhaps I should call you beasts, driven by my hounds.
So you're the
Oh, that's
consul
driven by
for
hounds.
Colony 11.
Ouroboros scum. Have a care for how you address me.
Okay, bitch.
With a single order, I could have you creatures crushed this instant.
Wanna bet?
It appears you understand. Now stay right there. I will dispose of you later.
What?
First, I'll deal with you, former Commander Ashira. Step forward.
Hey, rude.
With all due respect, Madam Consul, you called us traitors just now. If I, never mind them, am to be accused of the crime of treason, I'm afraid the great consul will have to enlighten us as to the reason.
You are as impudent as ever. But I will explain to you this one time.
Okay, she's a little bit fun now.
You engage in battle without orders. Use deviant tactics in battle. You openly violate military regulations. And your worst crime of all? Multiple, unforgivable slights towards a consul.
Okay, starting to like this chick.
Don't bother trying to deny it. All of the soldiers here have witnessed this.
And as a result, we have brought many victories for Kevers. Aren't glory and military success what the consul desires?
And when did I hand out such orders? Never forget that all of you are pawns. A pawn acts as it is placed on the board. A pawn that acts on its own has no more worth than the mud under my boot.
Jerk. Talking to her own soldiers like that.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll be sure to give her a comeuppance.
Well, throwing away a silver colony, no matter how rotten, is hardly the action of a wise woman. At present, bringing Colony 11 under my direct control is the more pressing matter.
So, you have no further use for me?
I should think a suicidal maniac like you would cherish being destroyed by her countrymen.
Shut your rotten mouth.
Nicely put, Lance.
I see.
R for
And
rotten.
it seems you have been laboring under several misconceptions, Madam Consul.
How foolish. You'll use this chance to spout more drivel.
Until now, Colony 11 would rush off to battle wherever you waved your hand. But you see, we did it because we wished to. If there was a battle we felt was worthy of us, we soldiers would give our lives fighting it. That's all we ever wanted. My soldiers. And myself.
What are you driving at?
Nobody here gives a shit about your orders, lady.
Looking at it another way, nothing else matters to us but that. Not even fighting against people who were our allies until only yesterday. And not even obeying someone who isn't worthy of being our master. Is it dawning on you yet?
What? What are you blathering about?
The pawns you thought were faithful to you were truly worth less to you than the mud under your boot. Since the very beginning.
Cease your confounded blathering! This instant!
Oh, you just got fucking checkmated.
Oh, this is getting on my nerves. If it's all the same to you, I'd really like to drop it now. So, come and kill me, if you can.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Well, you asked for it.
I'll be delighted to grant you it, you worthless scum!
And now she's a worthwhile opponent.
She turned into a monster. Now I've seen everything.
Getting scared, are you?
Do I look scared?
No, you really don't. Just forget it.
Alright, let's rip this bitch to shreds.
She's not like anything else you fought.
Yeah, I'm getting that impression. Well then, Ouroboros. Time for the fight we've all been waiting for.
No idea what they were talking about. Ugh. She looks like that one Pokemon from Alola. What was it, the fish that looks like a piranha? Bruxish. Wow, she's taking a beating. That health bar's barely budging. Still not that worrying. Oh, we have other enemies. I didn't even notice. They were doing such pitiful damage, I hardly realized. Oh, gotta go to sleep. Ooh, okay. I'm actually taking a bit of damage here. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Much better. Good. Energy grenade for some damage. Now I just need a decent healer to get some health back. Oh, well, there goes that target. Before we got to do anything. All that's left is Mobius Art. Oh, Tyon got taken out. Thank you. Let's go with the chain attack, yeah. I want to see what her hero chain ability is. Let's go with Falling Shell Blitz. So, what do you do? Guarantees an amazing rating when a hero completes an order, but they won't reactivate in this chain attack. Oh. So she's like a one-shot amazing. Okay, I can work with that. Tyon, if you don't mind. Oh, and you even inflicted break. That's so nice of you. Oh, that's an annoying regen. We don't really need much healing, so just blast her. They won't reactivate this chain attack. If this does what I think it does, then it's very useful now. Oh, okay. So she's not coming back, but other people will? Presumably? Yes. Okay. Uh-oh. Increase damage ratio by 150% points and grants power charge to all allies. Yeah, we'll go for it. We're gonna have to hope Lance comes back next round, but shouldn't be too big of a worry. Double bite. I wonder if power charge applies during the chain attack. That'll be interesting to find out. Crash out. Oh, no. Go with Uni with myopic screen. That was a horrible idea. Why did I just do that? Well, Noah, knock her over. Oh, this should be interesting. Ooh. Good damage output. Activation, and our tank. Perfect. Oh. Oh. I was surprised because I saw the gauge still at 2/3. Let's see. Tyon will be too much for the moment, so let's go with... Anyone with days? Don't think so. Anyone with a launch? Nope. Alright, uppercut slash. This is as much damage as we can muster. So let's go with another multi-blast. That's some decent damage. And then Tyon will absolutely shred her. Let's go with Sidewinder. Alright. Should be interesting. Almost dead, and we haven't even used the Ouroboros order. Let's do it. Why not? Go with Dig. 30,000. Decent. And Senna. Ah, shit, that put it over 100. I didn't mean that. Damn it. Well, this should kill her anyways. 1,000% damage. Oh, that's almost enough on its own. And overkill. Alright. This should be interesting. Big one. 850,000. Absolutely mutilated.
You creatures. You're all pawns. Nothing but pawns.
She's still alive.
Was she dying?
What's wrong? Go on. Kill me. Isn't that what you want? You animal.
Nope. What?
What?
Queen's wings! Have you lost the snuffing plot? She's Mobius. She's the enemy.
Yeah, but ending it like this... how should I put it? Oh, I know. It's a waste.
What do you mean?
Are you insane? In fact, never mind. Forget I asked.
There you have it, Madam Consul. You can make a strategic retreat. Do whatever. I don't mind. If you're planning revenge, by all means, pay Colony 11 another visit.
You bitch!
Or, if you actually definitely do want to die, I have no qualms in speeding you along.
Fuck.
Oh, you will pay for making me look a fool. You'll pay dearly.
Well, that was one of the dumbest things we've done.
Mobius. She's more dangerous than you know.
Oh, I know that. That's why I'm expecting big things from her.
Okay, this bitch is insane.
Wow. I don't know what to say. This woman is something else.
But you know what? It'll be a more fun fight next time, so I can't really blame her for that.
Victory needs fireworks. Make it something big. You came all this way.
Is she saying what I think she's saying?
She does have a point, I suppose.
You guys are a silver colony. You sure about this?
Didn't you hear my speech? I said nothing else matters. Not to us. So?
Got you.
Okay. That was interesting.
Here we go!
Flame clock destroyed. That didn't go up much at all. We haven't hit the max yet, have we? No, there's no way. Wouldn't be surprised if it went up to 9.
There.
Even like 11.
You're all free now. No need to fight. No need to take life from others.
I wonder if you can really call that freedom.
Care to explain?
My soldiers and I, we were never fighting for the sake of earning life in the first place.
Back up, back up. Surely you had to be, right? I mean, that's the usual setup.
True. Normally you'd fight to keep the clock fed. Only natural. Otherwise you're dead. But for us, we live so we can fight. It's how we've lived our lives.
Living to fight sounds kind of awful.
You must understand, now that you've crossed blades with my troops, they didn't follow the consul's orders because they were frightened for their lives. We were using the situation we're in to our advantage.
What's the point of that?
I should think it's obvious.
I
We
don't
hope
get it.
that someday we can have a proper fight to the death, with mighty warriors like you.
Yeah, I don't fully relate.
I've taken part in all these battles to make that dream real. That's all.
I see.
But
No, not
why do you have
I
to die
see,
at all?
Senna. Just think about it for a sec. These guys have been killing each other, having their own little murder party. It's crazy.
Yep, if you're going to be blunt about it, then that's exactly what it was.
That doesn't make it any better. All this living to fight crap. How many lives will you need to take before you're satisfied? Or maybe you want to die, is that it?
Yes, I want to die.
Oh.
Good try. Wait, you ain't serious?
Is it that surprising? A soldier like you should...
Grow the snuff up. Grow up, I said. So you want to fight? You want to die? What the snuff is your problem? You come out with all this highfalutin crap, but really, that consul was right about you.
Holy shit,
You're
Uni.
nothing but bloodthirsty beast, aren't you?
Hang on, Uni.
You listen. You ain't gonna involve us in your stupid suicidal quest. Just leave us alone, all right?
Uni. That was out of...
Point Dexter. Wow, I am pretty exhausted after all this. I think I'll take a load off somewhere. Oh, you can all make yourselves at home. Consider it a thank you for joining the fight.
Ashira, shouldn't we...
Well then, I'll be off. What you do is up to you.
Uni, that was not cool. I want you to apologize later.
Yeah, this whole situation is going over my head. I am not that socially aware.
Please tell me you're not taking her side.
Everyone should be free to choose how they want to live their life. Wasn't Ethel the same?
Oi, she's nothing like Ethel, got it?
Well, that's for sure. But you did kind of go overboard there.
Uni, I know how you feel, but could you try?
Fine, you win, whatever. I'll talk to her, will that do?
Sure.
They had to censor that one out.
There's been changes to colony relations.
Seriously though, what the... I don't fully understand either of them. Uni going off like that, I kind of get, because again, that is a lot of death just for the hell of it. I don't get Ashira at all.
Hey. I mean, well, I want to talk about before. I'm sorry. I went too far. laughing at? I'm being serious here.
Ah, no, sorry. It's just, you surprised me. And I don't think you went too far. What you said was the unvarnished truth.
And that stuff about wanting to die?
Even without flame clocks, people die at some point. Be it sooner or later. So, before that happens, I want to leave my mark on this world. Some kind of proof that we were here, in the short time we've been given. For me, that is what I want to achieve by dying.
Sorry, I still don't get it.
Me either.
It seriously just sounds like you want to destroy yourself.
Dying to fight and fighting to die are different, though they might sound the same. If I can make my death mean something, then I can finally prove my life had value.
But why does that have to be through taking other people's lives?
Live fiercely, die spectacularly. That's how I want the battlefield of my life to be. Well, all that said, looking from the outside, all people see is the suicidal maniac. And Colony 11 is the last refuge for people like us. Isn't that funny?
I don't see the joke. You really are insane.
How many times have you said that today?
I suppose.
Too many.
But, you know. At least now I get that you're not enough of an idiot to throw yourself off the top of here. And your life really is yours to do with as you see fit. It's not my place to go off on you just because we don't see eye to eye. Besides, the way you fight, fearless and fierce and all that, honestly, it's kind of awesome.
Yeah? Think so, eh?
What? Revving up for another dig?
No. How do I put it? No one's ever talked that way to me before. I guess I'm happy, maybe?
You ain't embarrassed, are you? You? This is priceless.
Yeah? Couldn't you tell I was joking?
I really seriously hate you.
Aw, that hurt. And here I was taking a liking to you. I mean, from now on, we're all fellow rebels. So, you know.
Okay. That's the thing. We really are like exact opposites here. We fight to
I
live.
should be friends, Uni.
She fights to die. I don't get it. I guess that's just part of the disconnect between their lives and ours. Lone exile, Uni. Yep.
Oh, something.
Only 11's future. Can also counterattack when an ally in range has been attacked. Ooh.
Can't underestimate a bit of good intel.
We can rest a while.
That'd be welcome. I'm seriously knackered.
Let's go check the canteen. Cover our new topics, and that'll be it for today. Well, for this first stream. So though, I really don't get her at all. Okay, so this is Ashira. Yeah, that's definitely in Colony Lambda then. Then you're probably in Sword March. And I'll bet you're somewhere else in the Canaris region, or whatever it was called. So it seems we're making a lot of progress. So let's cover these topics, and that'll be it.
Do people have to make so much noise?
No pond
Best
cooking.
we talk this through.
Say, Manana, I think we all agree that your cooking is delicious and filling, but isn't it a burden for you to always cook? Don't get Noah wrong, it's great. It's just, you got 4 more mouths to feed than when you were in Agnes. No need for concerning, cooking is whole life of Manana. Food from colony canteens is fine and all, but when it comes to feeding friends, Manana wants to do by herself. And adjust menu based on preferences and dietary requirements, we'll not get similar service in canteen, that for sure. Manana's cooking is really what lets us face each day with a renewed vigor. Needless to say, we're so Manana front, but actually wouldn't mind eating at colony canteens from time to time. It'd be good to get ideas for recipes by sample what world have to offer, and then rework and have friends sample. That's fantastic then. Food for our tongues and for my nana's thoughts. 2 ansels, 1 stone. That's exactly right. And I look forward to never stop expanding repertoire as long as I live. And Colony 11's future. Ashura, what will Colony 11 do now? Why ask me? Try not to play dumb. Maybe he's asking because it's your colony. No? Surely it's your colony now, if anything. Huh? What? Just how do you figure that? I figure it by how soundly Colony 11 was thrashed in submission by the traitorous Ouroboros. They say to the victor go the spoils. Therefore, Colony 11 now belongs to you lot. We can't really use a base that's right next to the enemy's base. You're also on the winning side, if memory serves. The commander herself says it's fine. Who are we to argue? Our list of allies is limited. We're grateful for any cooperation. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. We're a fickle lot in Colony 11. Most of us do as we please, so you should be careful how you handle us. Because I've taken a liking to you doesn't mean the others will. Why can't you just explain our good qualities to them? Get them to help us. What, I should just tell them directly? A bunch of people will cut me down if I show any weakness? Guess that won't work. But then what the spark are we supposed to do? Let me give you a piece of advice, as former commander. In Colony 11, there's a group of elite soldiers called the 3 Ravens. 3? You don't remember? They fought us on Ixia Bridge. Oh, those guys. Their names were, let me think. Spearhead, Zoran, Fellplume, Easel, and Tenacious Clad. They lead the 3 units that make up 11. You could call them the pillars of the colony. Win those 3 over, and you've basically got the whole colony. Make it sound simple. How are we meant to win them over, exactly? Good question. I simply crushed them until they did my bidding. Queen's teeth. No wonder they want to kill you. But I know that you lot can play a bit smarter than that. For example, you can glean some intel about them. Best way to know an enemy is to become their friend. Oh. They may be a group of thugs, but as soldiers go, they're the best of the best. Not as good as me, obviously. I can't see any downside to winning them over. You do wonders for your ally base. How about it? Not wrong there. Think it over. Thinking, is it? Don't deliberate over it for too long. What's that supposed to mean? Leave that lot alone for too long and they'll end up in some battle or other. You better do something about them before they end up being a nuisance for someone else. Is trouble seriously all your colony is good for? Might be. Well, I wish you luck. 3 Ravens at war. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for the stream. Next stream, we're going to focus on Sword March and the land-based section of that region. We're going to poke around and try to find the other 2 heroes we're missing. Oh, Lambda. Lambda and Sword March. Those are the 2 places we've got to go to. Got to remember Lambda first, because we've been missing on that one. But in any case, that'll be all for today. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Till then, you all take care. See ya.